All right, we'll be coming in. Let me see. I want to go all black. I want to. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Johnson wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Commodores!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Buys a little time. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense rushing the quarterback.
He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his
Defense.
punt to pin him deep.
Great opening drive.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass.
He's got it all right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time.
Yes, sir.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Doors.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, hell yeah.
The defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Hell
He
yeah.
has the ability to make
He wasn't down either. That was a user strip. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
things off schedule, but that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket. The defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Johnson looking to
Damn.
and the freshman will chalk up a sack. Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Hell yeah.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's looking to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his 1st sack of the game.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
Right back to him on the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin...
Hell yeah! Another one!
Oh, he just handled it poorly.
Hell yeah! Oh my God!
Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hell yeah!
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Vanderbilt 17, Texas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some
Hell yeah,
chances.
go get his ass.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Keeps it himself and gets to first. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Still looking, on the move. Ball is free, and the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat.
Go get
He was
him!
able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off.
Hell yeah, go get him.
Ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down.
Hell yeah.
Back here, the coach is thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this 4th down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out.
All right, I'm just going to get it.
It's like stopping him on 4th down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Quarterback keeps it. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd
I'm just going to do
and 9.
blitz.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll let it go down the right side.
Oh, you got to catch
And it
that!
goes through his hands.
You
Oh,
gotta
he had
catch
an
that!
explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the
Oh, you got to
Commodores
catch
line up the
that!
play. The punter going to get his first
Come
one
on,
of the afternoon.
cuz.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
Damn, you got to catch that, bro.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Longhorns are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. Runs through a tackle.
Hell yeah!
Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys get in there and
Hell
break some tackles,
yes, bruh.
but the next guy flying.
Hell yeah.
He's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and a big momentum swing back to the other side.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Working the big fella to the corner. Open runway ahead.
I knew the blitz was coming.
And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. The Commodores want to move quickly. He'll take it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Texas.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Can I get another fumble, please?
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adapted. Makes the catch. It's held. And he'll be brought down.
Great first half. Great first half.
And And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. This offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they have...
Man, this nigga Arch Manning is like...
Nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run.
Hell yeah. You ain't getting away from the linebacker, brother. No cap.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Quickly complete.
Oh, he got a fumble that. Come on.
They play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here.
Can he fumble, please? They don't call the ball up too many times. Can he fumble again?
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Steps away to find
some
room.
Fucking defense. Look at that defense.
Going on downfield, he'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Let's go.
Completed, the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up.
Come on.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The Commodores in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Johnson wants to throw it. Coming after it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Offense gets set for second down. DB's right up on the receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just feeds the running back. Tough slanting in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs two more on fourth down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down.
Hell yeah.
Trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The short hands. It's Alexander.
Go Alexander.
Stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They're going to run it to the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He looks out when
Oh, he called that. Let's go.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Vanderbilt, 23.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. And the quick shuffle pass.
Holding, I bet.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Why do we get so many holding calls, bro? Why? Why do I get so many fucking holding calls? They need to fix that. Like, that shit not holding. That shit not holding, bro.
Quick release on the RPO. And sure,
Like that shit not holding, bruh.
first down marker.
Damn.
The completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
That keeps the score. Vanderbilt 23, Texas 0.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers.
What?
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Brings up second down.
Goes to the option.
Go, bro.
Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's now up to 95 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand.
Hey, now this nigga hit up.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
What's the flag?
Out of bounds after the short gain.
What?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Bruh.
And the Longhorns are
You got to be fucking shitting me.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job.
You gotta be shitting me, bro. All right, bro. I gotta blitz this
Going to
nigga.
work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Manning.
Hell yeah.
It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming.
Hell no.
He was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
He got open.
Touchdown, Texas!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 18 to Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
No.
Going up top.
Oh, never mind. It worked out. It worked out. Hey. I'm thinking that nigga finna do a fucking comeback.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left left on the clock, and I promise you this. There are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They're bringing heat. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific...
Love that 95 speed.
It's going to be tough on this
I'm going to miss him next year, though.
This guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Trying to get to him. Makes his connection. No chance to run, but still a good game. They'll line up for a second down play.
Like, the nigga blitzing me, like, bro, like, chill.
Quarterback will audible.
Blitzing me for it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics.
Nigga just blitzing me, bro. Chill out.
Field, and he's so confident in his own
Chill
natural
out.
ability.
Man, that's
He has
easy,
the
bro.
ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if he just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make
I
sure
led all the way into that.
Padding my stats,
Crazy.
by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
To throw, it's Manning. Finds his man. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
About that. Hold on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got the tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to try to get it himself.
Oh my God! What is?
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
All right.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Manning. Tight end finds a
The fact that my niggas got
catch
stuck.
and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game.
Finally got hands on that nigga. 11 fake like a person trying to come up the edge. All game.
This one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats.
What that nigga, man?
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.